exciting to be here with all of you guys.
You're tall.
You're very tall.
I am tall. I've got my super heels on today, but I'm about 5'10". That's the #1 thing people say to me when they meet me. Well, firstly, it's, oh my God, you're so nice, which I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not.
We'll be the judge that a little bit later.
We'll be the judge of that in about 4 minutes' time.
And two, you're so tall.
Nice
so.
and tall, standing next to Matty Johns helps both.
I know. Yeah. I look like Danny DeVito.
You certainly
Great
do.
armrest.
Now, last time we saw you on Getaway was the India special with Brett Lee, but we're going to see you Wet and Wild just up in Queensland and Movie World, not this weekend, next week.
Next weekend. So Jason Dundas and I went up to the Gold Coast, and I'm originally from the Gold Coast, so I thought I'd show him around, and we went and did Movie World and Wet and Wild, and we had so much fun. And it was actually Australia Day on the day that we went to Wet and Wild. So the night before we went into Surfers Paradise and we made real tourists of ourselves, and I went and bought an Australia Day flag bikini and he bought Australia Day flag board shorts.
And you swapped.
And we just... No.
I hope we don't...
that would be guaranteed ratings.
I hope we don't see you in a bikini.
Well, yes, you do. An Australia Day flag.
That's Saturday 5:30 on 9, everyone. Yeah. Just so you know.
So actually, you've got one of the best jobs in the world.
I do.
We went to the theme parks with me and my family in December last year, and there wasn't many people there. Did you get the whole run of the theme park, just you and Jason? Was there a crowd everywhere around?
There was a massive crowd because of Australia Day, but we were so lucky we got to get, we got taken straight to the front. And some people were really, really unhappy with us, but when you're filming, you've got so much to do in such a short amount of time, and we had to go on some of the rides like 6 times, so by the end of it, we were feeling so sick.
Just having at the cast over the years at Getaway, and I see that Natalie Gruzlowski still doing a little bit. Jules Lund, who's upstairs. Although I always do worry about a bloke who dyes his hair and he's nearly 40, but that's a different story. But it's good to see that the Richie Benno of Getaway's still there. Katrina Roundtree. How old's Katrina these days?
She's a puppy.
21, I think. Yeah, 21.
21 again.
No, she's great. I love Katrina, and I mean, before I got presented with the job, I watched a lot of, a lot of her on the show, and she's fantastic. I think she's a favourite with some of the male viewers.
I think you came of age. You seem to have come of age on the Apprentice. You showed how much you wanted to do something, and you went and got it.
Yeah, a bit of ticker.
Yeah, kahunas.
Kahunas, yeah. Did you enjoy that experience?
Just wait, are we talking about Katrina now?
We're talking about you. It showed a different side of your character because we knew you were sort of, the Miss Universe and all that sort of jazz. Yeah. And then on Getaway, and people go, well, she's just a pretty girl doing a present. Yeah. All of a sudden, we saw the real you.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to go on Getaway, and I think for everyone to see, a different side of me, and the fact that, I am really sort of driven and dedicated and, hardworking. So it was great for the Australian public to see that side of me.
Now, I'm a massive Hawthorn fan. I was gutted at the end of last year. After we'd won the grand final, what was Buddy going to do? And of course, Buddy is your boyfriend. Yes. You must love the fact that he's up here in Sydney. What's Buddy like? He's got the reputation of being a bit of a player, and he's not the worst looking bloke in the world. Is he different when it's just the two of you at home having a cup of tea and in your tracky dacks watching telly?
I mean, look, I think the way that the media portrays, him is a bit unfair at times, and I think people like to glamorise things and, make things look bigger than what they are, and, he's just a normal everyday guy, and he just loves playing footy, so...
As is the way these days with the media. Did it hurt you just, when your buddy, he's having a beer at a pub and there's a lovely leagues competition on there and things like that, and they go, oh, buddy, look, what does that do for you? Does that knock you for 6 a little bit?
Oh, look, I mean, obviously it's hard when you're reading things in the paper and you actually know the situation and the real story, and they make it out to be something completely different. So I'm not going to stand here and say, oh, yeah, it's easy. It's, it's difficult, but I mean, it's the industry that we're in, and you've just got to take it in your stride. Me and him and his family and my friends all know the situation, and I think it's just unfortunate that the paper likes to blow these things out of proportion.
You've got to have a yarn to him and say, buddy, if you're going to go in somewhere for a beer, just make sure there's not a lovely legs competition on there.
He is human, right? He's only human.
Will he look after you on Valentine's Day? Is that sort of bloke?
Well, we actually spoke about it the other day. Neither of us are really into Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm under the belief that you should do something every single day for your partner that makes them feel special, not just reserve it for them.
Oh, jeez.
Amen to that.
Jeez, mate, you're tall and nice. Now, just